Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I will show you how to make these gorgeous cute pumpkins. For this tutorial, the materials you'll need is a bit of twine to do your bows with, some toy stuffing, you can pick these up in any craft stores, a pair of scissors, your crochet hook and your two colours of yarn that you'd like your pumpkin in. I'm making a grey one, just like this one again. So these are little mini sizes. You can make them in any size you want, you just increase your chains. So we'll show you how to do that next. Okay, so let's get started. Taking the colour for the pumpkin, because we're going to be working on that first. Make a slip knot, put your hook in, and we're going to chain 26 for this tutorial. Okay, so I'll meet you back once you've chained your 26. Okay, so I've chained 26, and for our first row we're going to be working a half double crochet all the way to the end, and that is a half treble crochet in the UK. So we're going to miss our first two stitches and we're going to work into the third and work a half double crochet. So it's simply a half double crochet in every single stitch right to the end of the row. So I'll let you carry on working yours and then I will meet you back at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to work my last half double crochet, and that completes the end of the first row. So for the next row, row 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to be working into the back loops only. I do have a separate tutorial showing you exactly where and how to work a back loop stitch, so do go check that out. I'll pop that in the description box below for you. We're just working into the back loops and working a half double crochet all the way to the end. So back loops only, half double crochet, which is a treble, half treble in the UK. So all the way to the end. Okay, I'll see you back there. Chain 1 and turn your work. For row 3 we are working a half double crochet into the back loops only, so we're basically just repeating every single row from now on until we have a piece that measures 30 centimeters approximately. If your pumpkin is smaller or bigger, obviously your piece will vary, so just adjust that according to what you're working on. So I'm just going to carry on working my rows, repeating each row until I have a 30 centimeter piece. We just measure that, it's about 15 centimeters if you have a look there. It doesn't need to be exact. So just what you're going to do is now we're going to sew the two ends together like this. So I've got my first, I've got my working yarn piece towards the front, and the foundation chain where we started is towards the back. I'm going to insert my hook. So at the end of this row I chained 1 and turned my work. I mean, each side is there's no wrong and right because we were turning at the end of each row, so it's a reversible piece. So I'm just going to sew my ends together. I'm going through the back loop for this front piece and then just picking up the stitch from the foundation chain that we worked our stitches into from the very beginning. It's a bit tricky, but so going through the back loop and that stitch from there and just working a slip stitch. Once you get going, it does start getting a bit easier. Back loop and just find your stitch from foundation chain. So you're just simply doing that all the way to the end. Okay, so I'll let you carry on and then I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so that's sewn up together. It should look like this. So what you're going to do is keep a long tail, because we're going to need long tail later for sewing in the ends. And okay, so we're just going to turn that around so the sewn side goes inside. And I did forget to mention before that we do need a darning needle. So just if you haven't got one, you can use one of those plastic, whatever you use, you know, basically to weave in your ends. You can just use any needle that is suitable. So I'm just gonna thread. It is a bit tricky to get this through. Just give it a sharp edge. Pop it through. There we go. So simply going to go in and out, in and out of this edge, and that we're closing up this side basically by doing this. So in, out, in, out, in, out. So just carry on doing that all the way around. Okay, so almost done. Just do the last bit with you. Just want to give it a good pull, and then we're gonna just go from one end to the other to close up that hole in the middle. So basically go in through the opposite sides, and that should close up. It is a little bit tricky, We'll get there in the end. Okay, so we just gonna close up that little gap, and then for a knot, just knot your yarn with leftover yarn. So to make a knot, you want to go through like so. I can get it through. Then you see that little loop, don't pull it through fully, just feed your darning needle and your yarn through there, and that gives you a nice tight knot. Okay, so the bit that's left, just feed it through to the middle. So what I did is the other till that I had, I've just basically brought it through the middle so that I can use it. Okay, so now we can start filling your pumpkin with some filling. It's a bit empty, so I'll put a bit more in there. I think that looks okay. Just a bit more. So again, for this side, in fact for this side what I'm going to do, I'll pop that back in there, and I'm just going to take a long piece so that I can sew up the end. I'm just going to do exactly what I did on the other side, just going in and out to close up this side. And then now we're gonna just tighten up the pumpkin. You can see, and it's already looking quite cute. This one's obviously a big pumpkin compared to that one, but I find the little ones quite cute. So like I said, you can make them any size you'd like. Now here, I'm just going to make a knot with whatever's left over. You want to keep a long tail because we're going to be making the ridges more defined. So just knot this a few times. I'm using the shorter end, so we need this long end. I'm just going to sort of close that little hole there. Again, I'm just closing up by going the opposite side. Like so. And then again on this side. And you just want to work as neatly as you can, so you can't see all these bits that you've sewn up. So just make a knot. To make a knot, what you do is you just sort of do that with your yarn, pop your needle in, and come out through the edge like that, and that makes a really nice tight knot. Okay, so just won't cut that just yet. Use this longer tail, and now we're going to make the ridges. Like I said, that's what you're going to do. You want to turn like that bit's already going in. That was the bit where we've sewn in, so we'll just start off with that one. I'm going to go through the middle, coming out. So I've just gone through the middle, the bottom, and coming out from this side. Okay, then we'll go through this bit here, again going through the middle, pulling it tight so we have another sort of segment there. Make one here.